Hello, this is StolidSnow0. And we're live! Let me just that. Hey guys, welcome to StolidSnow0 Live, where today, if I just start this up here, today we're going to be playing the game Life. Now you're probably wondering, why are you playing Life? That's a silly game to be playing. That's a dead game. Well, I thought, you know, we all enjoy a good game, right? We all enjoy a good game, so yeah, I thought I'd play Live today because, as you can see by the title of the stream/video as this is going up, it'll be going up as a video. You can see that you can probably see there's a thing that I titled it saying like, oh yeah, there's, you know, why this game has died and stuff like that. So as you can see, every single server here, doesn't matter where I go, it says choose a room, but it's a server clearly. But yeah, every single like server and stuff like that is completely empty. No one is here. Or is there? So I'm gonna hop into the huge. I'm gonna go to Savannah 1. I think it's usually Savannah 2, but we'll go to Savannah 1 for now because I feel like going into Savannah 1. I feel like playing as Boing in the Savannah, and yeah, I feel like it is pretty important that we go and just, you know, let's pretend the title is fake and the thumbnail is fake, and we just want to, you know, we just want to play a game. We just want to play the game. So we're going to play the game today, and that's just what we're going to do. If things go well, then I'll do another stream on it, and then, you know, we'll continue on to play it. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some players to join in, and, you know, maybe it will be fun. Do you see this like weird like neck thing that's going on here with my meerkat? You can see like the neck just like struggling to even function. You can see it like, look at its body, it's just super weird. But anyway, yeah, but the reason why I mention this game and stuff like that, and, you know, like this game a lot, is because it had so much potential. It had like a lot of stuff for it. It had a lot of stuff going for it, and it just turns out it didn't end well for not only the game, but the developers themselves have just, you know, they're actually shutting down their whole entire like thing. And, you know, they made other games apart from Life, but Life was the one that most of us might know. They made like the Butterfly game. By the way, I'm talking about Gamevile here. So yeah, they made the Butterfly game. They made, like, you know, a bunch of other games. Something that hasn't occurred to me is that there isn't any sound. Something that hasn't. But yeah, so let's go and see what we can do around here, because it seems peaceful, doesn't it? It's a nice peaceful game. There's a lot of, you know, stuff going along, and yeah, I feel like if there's any game that is nice and peaceful, it's got to be this game, right? So yep, just gonna go around and be peaceful. So as you can see, I haven't played this game in a very long time. I think the last time I played it was in a previous build, and yeah, I feel like it's one of those games where it's like, you know, there's a lot of things that are wrong with the game, and one of the things that is wrong with the game, I really wish I could fix this sound, because I can't hear anything, and I feel like that is a problem. Let me just check something for a second here to just see why there is no sound. Here we go. If we set this as the default, I don't know why it keeps changing the speakers. Alright, let's see if that did anything. If it did anything at all. Nope, we still can't hear anything, but that's fine, I guess. But yeah, originally there would be game sound, and you would actually be able to hear stuff. Actually, I'm going to exit this whole entire game for a second, and then I'm going to hop back in. So bear with me 1 second. I've got to find the game again. Alright. And then we're going to hop back in, and we're going to hopefully hear some sound this time. If not... Oh, no, that's not right. That's not correct. That is not who I am. Right. If we just go into here, and then we'll go back into the savanna, and you can see there's a lot of things that can go right. There we go. We've got sound again now. So yeah, this is the game Life with sound and everything. So yeah, the reason why I play this game is because it's a good game, and it had a lot of potential, but unfortunately the developers of the game, there's a video going up, I explain more about it in a video after this stream has ended and gone up, at around about 1 o'clock or 1:30 or something like that. There's going to be a video going up explaining exactly what happened to the game and game file itself and stuff like that, because I feel like this game, you know, it's really good. There's a lot of good stuff. Like, there's food here, there's carcasses everywhere and stuff like that. You know, there's all these totems and stuff like that. Like the wildebeest totem over there. There's a baboon totem over there, and then you've got the invisible totems. If you come over this way, pardon me, and if we go over here, past all these bushes and stuff, I think it's around about here is where the crocodile totem is. And then you can be yourself a crocodile, and then you can go around and you can, like, basically attack people, and, you know, everybody's prey at this point. If you have a sniffy sniff over here, you can see, oh, Yip's a crocodile anyway, but yeah, if there was other prey, say a lion or a meerkat, then it would just be as simple as going to the actual, you know, person, like, if you click control, you can actually sniff around, and it's also the attack button and the eat button. Pretty much, right control is the main button for everything. So, if we come back down here and become a meerkat for a second, ooh, poof, we're a meerkat. See, like, that's what I like in a game. I like to be able to just walk up to something and be like, yeah, I want to turn into that. Even though it's invisible, like, I think that was a common glitch. It would make the totems invisible. But yeah, if we come over here, we can see, you can just glitch through the ground, as you saw me do over there. And then you can just, you know, swim all the way over here. Why not? You can swim all the way over here, and, yeah, you can, oop, there we go. And you can just end up in this tunnel. I think, even though that's a glitch, I think that's a pretty good way to get around, because, I don't know, say somebody's chasing you, you know, and they're bigger than the glitchy hole, that hole that is there, you know, it'd be good just to, you know, hide away, even though that shouldn't be a thing, but it is a thing, and that's just what happened, isn't it? So, we need food, so let's go and get ourselves some fruit. I think the meerkats can only eat fruit at this point, so of course the game is no longer going to be updated, and no longer in stores or a browser game or an Android game. Steam is the last place that this game is ever available, and it's only these servers are only available for a couple of months to the people that have actually bought, like, the game itself. Something about, like, licensing and stuff like that, but yeah, if you have bought the game, you know, then you're in luck, because you've got these servers for a couple of months. I don't know, maybe because, like, I don't know, I feel like this game is good. This is a really good game. Like, of course, you know, people complain about the textures and stuff, and, like, the many glitches that are in this game. You know, like, being able to climb into this tree, I don't know if that should be a thing, but, like, the trees being, like, 2D in a 3D game, and these are the highest qualities and stuff like that. But, like, that's not what you're really looking at the game, really, are you? So you're basically looking at, you know, what, like, the animal features, and you're looking at, you know, the mechanics of the game, and being able to, you know, just thrive and survive, and, you know, just, if you're a wildebeest, graze on grass and stuff like that. And when I first got this game, that's what I thought it was all just going to be about. I thought it was just all going to be about, just eat that there. I thought it was all just going to be about, having fun as an animal. And I thought this game was really going to be successful. But, there's a certain group that people keep complaining about called, there's like Broken Jaw, Black Arrow, Torn Apart, just a few names that that I can have in mind, and that have been in the forums and the discussions tab and stuff like that. But yeah, the main reason why I bring this game up is because I liked this game, and even though I only did one video on it, like I feel like I need to do more videos on it now, because there's a lot of things that makes this game unplayable, but if you remove those things, then you can improve the game by making it so that you can so that you can actually play it. And I think, and one of the things that I explain in the video is, if you were to change the things that happen in this game, so say for example the way the servers work and stuff like that, if I was able to like hold in tab and be able to see all the players and stuff like that, and be able to actually use my mouse for something, because you can see I don't need to use my mouse for anything. The only thing you can use your mouse for really is to look around when you hold down the left mouse click button, but even then, like what use do you have in that when you're literally just looking around here, unless you want to look behind you to make sure nobody's chasing you? But I feel like if this game was still existent, if they weren't out of debt and stuff like that, and they were asking for ideas, I reckon the big main idea would be to allow you to be able to moderate the servers, sort of like Gmod or the Isle, something like that. Just have people monitoring the servers, have like people being able to check on the servers, make it so that way that everyone can have fun, everyone's able to have fun, there's no targeting, there's no just killing for fun, stuff like that. I mean, like, sure, the game says, hunt and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure that's mostly aimed at, like, single player. If you have a look at single player, like, everything's aggro at you, so you do sort of have to hunt. You sort of gotta, hunt for your food and stuff like that. If we come over here, you can see that there is a lion totem pole. Well, you can't see the lion totem pole, but if you go to the very highest peak point here, you can see I can turn into a big fat lion. I don't know why you would want to be a lion, but it is a thing that you can do. So yeah. Another thing that really disappoints me about this game is that the people are still coming onto these servers. You may not see it now because there's not a whole lot of there's no one really playing the game, but if there's enough people, somebody, like, there'll be a certain group of people. It's not Broken Jaw, and, well, from what I know, I don't think it's Broken Jaw and stuff like that. Who knows? Like, you can change your name in this game, as you saw me do. But yeah, my main name to use in this game is Boing, because that's just what I started off being as, and I just want to keep that name as a sort of a reminder to myself that you can accomplish anything. Because because I feel like if you're gonna go around in a game and you're gonna go and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna play this game, and I'm gonna go play this game, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna, hang on, I have to concentrate when I'm typing. But yeah, but yeah, like, if you are gonna go into a game like this, which is like, if you're gonna go into a game like this that is going to be, indeed not okay to be targeting. Sorry, I don't know why, but in this game, just this one specific game, I get distracted, but just by the chat itself. But yeah, the main thing that really is annoying is that they go into other games as well. This certain group of people, they go into other games and they try and ruin them as well. This was an early, well, I don't even think it was an early access. I think somebody said that it was actually this is the full release. I highly doubt that. I highly, like, I can sort of understand that, like, you know, they wanted to get the game out and stuff, but so many people wanted refund. I reckon if they would have kept this game under, like, a lot of construction and stuff like that, I reckon it could have been, like, if they wouldn't have started selling it straight away and only gave it to people who, because the main reason why they went out of business was because they ran out of money, right? And it wasn't just because of the refunds, like I said in the video. I don't think it was just because of the refunds. I just think it's mostly, that's like a big portion of what has caused the actual, like, game itself to just sort of slowly die down into nothingness. Because, you know, there's you can have babies in this game, you can change to different animals in this game, you know, you can do anything in this game. Anything is possible. If you want to be a meerkat, you can be a meerkat. You want to be a rabbit jumping around in the woods, you can do that. If you want to be a wildebeest eating grass, there's plenty of grass around. Of course you can do that. You can eat grasses, you can eat bushes, you can eat absolutely anything you want. And, you know, I just feel like if someone was to make another version of this game, I would ask them if I could be in charge, because I feel like with this game you really need to have control. You really need to be able to control this game. And it's not just like, oh, moderate the servers and stuff like that. It's probably the big thing is the servers. Single player, sure, the AI is a little bit aggro and, you know, makes it a little bit harder to play, but that's just half the fun of the game. If you were to say, oh, well, single player sucks and multiplayer I get targeted, well, why did you buy the game? Just watch other people play it before you actually buy it yourself. Or there was a trial of the game, there was a free version of the game that you could literally get. People who bought the game and wanted a refund, it, like, I don't know, it feels to me like they, I don't know, I want to say they did that on purpose, but, like, nobody wastes money on purpose and then wants a refund. Maybe people who hate the game, but, like, seriously, there was literally a demo of the game. You could literally just check it out. That's what demos are for. You know, maybe your friend bought the game and you can share the game through Steam, you know. There's plenty of ways you could do it. You could watch YouTube videos like this one right here. You know, there's so many different options that you had, you know, to just see how the game looks. You know, look at other people's videos, and there was some videos on Steam as well. You could see the quality. If you didn't like the quality of the game, don't play it. If you don't like that the animal has like a weird belly, you know, texture problem, don't play it. And, you know, the thing about this game is you don't fully necessarily need to have, you know, you don't fully necessarily need to have a bunch of friends to play this game, because so many people, like, I look into the discussion tabs, so many people just want to, you know, play the game, because if you look in the discussion tabs, they all complain about either getting one-shotted by baboons or, you know, getting hacked, like, people hacking the game, like using speed hacks and having infinite health and, you know, just all that, like, random just hacker stuff. Now, if I was, you know, even if I was Broken Jaw myself, like, why would I want to target a game that is literally pretty much still under development, and, you know, why would I want to ruin a game? And, you know, it's at that point where I just lose my mind. I'm just like, why? I just can't fathom It's a fun word to say, fathom. But yeah, I can't fathom why you would want to go around, just destroying everyone. Like, sure, it's fun for you maybe, but like, if you think about it, what's the point in the game? Like, what's the point in playing the game? You literally get rid of everyone from the servers, you make them want a refund, the developers haven't got a single penny left, or they wanted to stop because they knew they weren't going to have enough, money to be able to keep the game running, because so many people just kept on wanting refunds. So many people bought this game thinking it was going to be good, and then so many people just wanted a refund because so many people realized that, oh, Broken Jaw's just gonna spawn kill me straight off the bat. So there really is no point, is there? There's literally no point in buying this game. So why did you buy the game? Why did you buy the game if you don't like? I suppose you don't expect people to just come in here and just target. But let's be honest. Like, every game is like that. If you have a look at, YouTubers playing, like, any multiplayer game, they eventually are going to get targeted and, or, favoritism, because they're a YouTuber or whatever, and, you vote for them better than what you vote for everyone else just to, make them win or, that sort of stuff. But, like, even then, that's better than killing an entire game. Not even just an entire game company, mind you. The whole, like I said before, the whole GameVile company has just died. They're shutting down. They're not making any more games, and I don't know. I feel like that's unfair. It's it's one of those things where it's like I don't know. I don't know people anymore. Because I thought this game would be good. It'd be a good game. You could go and be a meerkat. You could, hide in this little den. Because you could have literally 20 people in a server at a time. And that's why they have, like, Heath 1 and, Heath 2 and Heath 3, Heath 4. There's literally 4 of the same map for different servers, just so that so many people could play it. And at the beginning, so many people wanted to play it. So literally, so many people wanted to play the game. There were so many people playing the game and in the servers and stuff like that. And then eventually, people like Broken Jaw and stuff like that came along. They're like, we're gonna destroy this game. We're gonna make it so that nobody can play this game. We're gonna kill this entire community of Lif. And, because why? Just why, Why do you have to go around doing that? But anyway, let's talk more about the positive things in this game, shall we? I've just been going on about, hackers and stuff like that. But, we're all here for positive things, right? So there's a lot of positive things to talk about in this game, really. As you can see in the top left-hand corner, there is health, which is the red bar, food, which is the green bar, and water, which is the blue bar. Quite obvious, yes? So, very slowly they will diminish into nothingness until you go and, drink some water, eat some food, pretty simple gameplay. So, if you're a wildebeest, you will eat grass. If you're an elephant, I think you eat grass as well. If you're a meerkat or a hedgehog or anything that is a fruit eater, a monkey perhaps, I think they can also eat meat as well. I'm not exactly sure on that, but I think they do eat meat as well. But yeah, I suppose it's not really a glitch to be able to go up here, because they actually did show it in the official trailer for when it was out on Steam, and I am really bad at getting onto this for some reason. Why am I not running? So to run, I'm using the arrow buttons at the moment, but you can use literally any key. You can use WASD, or you can use the arrow keys, or the num keys. Some people use those for some reason, but yeah. As you can see here, I just find it funny that you can actually just well, it's not even glitch, but you can just hop onto this tree, and watch this, ready? I can just literally just sit down like this. I'm gonna stop touching buttons. boom. I'm just sitting down on a tree, just a meerkat sitting down on a tree. You can literally just use your mouse to look around at all the places. I mean, like, it's a wonderful view, and the map does loop around, but like, it's just a wonderful view. I think this is a game that, if someone was, like I said, if someone was to make a remake of this game, it would be better, I reckon. It would be better than what it is now, which is hard to do. But I reckon if I was to change anything in this game, if this game was still up and running, if I was able to control this game and, you know, change one thing about it, it would be the ability to ban people from like a certain server, or to, you know, be able to host your own server sort of stuff, you know, because Gmod and stuff like that, they've got sort of like the right idea. The Isle, they've got the right idea. You know, this game, it would have had the right idea if the, you know, developers sort of would have concentrated a little bit more on it. But, you know, I can understand it is pretty difficult for, you know, to create games. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start how to create a game. Otherwise, I probably would just make a remake of this one. But like, you know, I'm sure it's pretty difficult when, like, to even begin to create a game when there's like, or to keep on editing a game like this, when there's just so many people that are like, hey, I want a refund because somebody keeps chasing me until I literally starve to death, and yeah, that's just what people do, and it's annoying. It's very annoying, and because if you own this game, you'll sort of understand a lot more clearer what I'm trying to say, because I have experienced myself, you know, being targeted. Last night and the night before that, I just was walking around the server, and then, you know, this little bird just comes up to me and starts attacking me, and I'm like, hey, don't, what are you doing? But, you know, then I was like, oh, you know, maybe they were hungry, maybe they needed food, so I went back into the server, and, you know, there you have it, killing me again. So, you know, with games like this, it's hard to sort of understand people. There are some people that really want to play this game, especially before like the server shut down. That's like the important thing. Like, the servers are gonna shut down after a couple of months, but like, if those people are there, you literally can't play the game. This is the only time where you can play the game, and even then, you only get a couple of hours in before they notice. Like, they must patrol or something like that, and hopefully in this video you'll be able to see what exactly I'm talking about, because even if, oh, there's a invisible meerkat totem here. Even if, like, I don't show it in this video, there is, like, you know, so much targeting. Like, you could ask literally anyone in the forums, hey, have you been attacked by this certain group? Or, you know, by anyone? And they will say, yes, I've been targeted and stuff like that. So, you know, and I put up my own sort of like discussions forum thing on there, you know, saying farewell to Liff and stuff like that, and how, you know, hey, look, it's a wildebeest. But yeah, saying about like, hey, you know, this was a great game. These, you know, some of the ideas that would have been great. You know, it's sad to see you go, but, you know, like, because I can't blame them. If you had a bunch of, like, let's say you're selling a bunch of potatoes, right? And then somebody, so you're selling potatoes, and then somebody goes around and ruins your stock of potatoes, like, from someone who bought it. Say somebody else bought a somebody else bought a game. I mean, a potato. If somebody else bought a potato, and, you know, another person comes along and says, hey, that potato looks pretty bad, and then, you know, starts like jabbing it with a pen or something, you know, that's unfair. They just came over and said, hey, that's a bad potato, start stabbing it with a pen. And that's basically what happened to this game. Somebody bought this potato, this is the potato. This game is the potato. A lot of people bought potatoes, and the potatoes, they just got mashed with pens. And so a bunch of people took the potatoes back, saying, I don't like this potato, somebody just mashed it with a pen. And that's unfair to you, the seller, because the potatoes were fine when you first, the potatoes were fine when you first gave them out, but all of a sudden they're coming back with half a pen in them. So, that's sort of one way of explaining it, and it was a really confusing way of saying it, but you understand, right? Everybody loves potatoes. Potatoes are nice, but if you have a pen that's literally jammed into the side of it, you're gonna want a refund. So, yeah, I just feel like that's sort of the sort of game or potato that I do not want. But like, I didn't ask for a refund. I don't care that these people are here. If anything, people should have stood up against them. Like, and I know people don't really have the time to sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to stand up against these, potato haters. But like, I thought because if you start up a nation now, it'd be too late. Here we go. I recognize this. 211595471 is here. So it's a friendly person, right? It's a meerkat just running around, just being nice. So if we have a look, if we have a sniffy snoof, we can see, where are they heading? It looks like they're headed to be a lion, maybe? Yeah, it looks like they're headed to be a lion. And no, maybe they're not. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, and maybe, this is actually a really friendly person who just wants to play the game. Oh, they lagged a bit. Or maybe it was me. No, it had to have been them, because nobody else lagged out. So, they're lagging, which is unfortunate for them. Because, yeah, nobody else is lagging out, I don't think. But yeah, if I just, keep on playing the game how I want to. I want to play this game still. So, Yip's preparing for the worst of things. But no, I think this is just a nice person who wants to be a wildebeest and eat some grass, and I have positive feelings about this person. I think this person, sarcastic jokes aside, I think this person just wants to play the game, right? Well, they're gone now anyway. Natural selection killed them, so it's fine. We're fine. They're gone. It's fine. Oh wait, no. Are they still there? Oh no. That's just the totem. Never mind. But yeah, see? There was nothing to worry about. They're just coming in, checking out, just being like, oh yeah, it's a server. Cool. But no, it's one of those things where it's like, look at the VCat just like slowly putting his arm down. See, look, it's like he's slowly pointing towards something. Watch this, ready? When he stands up again. See, look. It's like he's about to point at something right there, and he's like, oh, look at that over there. It's like slowly pointing. I don't know why that's a thing. That's quite a weird thing. I didn't notice that before, but, it's fine. It's fine. One person came in, and they ignored us. Completely ignored us. Unless, of course, they lagged out. Which I have a feeling that's probably what happened to them. But yeah, it's weird that you would call yourself 211595471 Why would you call yourself a bunch of random numbers? I find that very weird that you would call yourself a bunch of numbers. Like, imagine if someone in real life actually had a name that was literally just numbers. Like, imagine your name was 45627812. Wouldn't you feel weird? Wouldn't you feel very strange about people walking up to you saying, "Oh hey, what was your name? 54362117?" And you'd be like, "No, it was 543454." And then they'd be like, "Oh, 545654585." And you'd be like, "No." But yeah, basically it would just be a really confusing thing. And look at our score, by the way. We're getting a good score here. I think each time we eat, or like fill up a hunger bar or something like that, and drink, maybe? I don't know. I've seen false scores anyway. I've seen like people who have literally, like that number says on there, 22159. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're just trying to get a good score. Maybe they're trying to make it fake and seem like they've actually got a good score. But I don't know. I feel like people have really, you know, like they've just completely ruined the game, and you know, people supported this game too. Like people supported GameVile. You can see there was a lot of believers in GameVile themselves that were just like, oh yeah, we want to, you know, we want to help support this game. We bought this game. We want to support this game. And for a while, the game was, you know, still available to everyone. There was Life Serengeti on the browser. There was an Android version of the game. And then yeah, there's that sort of stuff that happens around here. So, it looks like there's still no one joining, which is, it's good. We've got this whole server to ourselves. There's no one here to, you know, just disturb us from any sort of, you know, mishaps or anything like that. There's just us in the wilderness, and of course it's not really realistic. Maybe there could be AI, but of course you wouldn't want the AI anyway, because it's meant to be for players, not for AI. But I guess that's just the thing. Which is another thing as well. Look, for example, the Isle has a sort of a thing where it's like, there's meant to be AI, but there's only one, and it's a glitchy AI that nobody can even eat anyway. But yeah, it seems as though there's no one really coming into this server, and like I said, that's good. Maybe this whole video, maybe this whole stream is just a big troll. Yeah, maybe it's just a big troll. Maybe at the end of the stream I'm gonna be like, haha, I tricked you, it's not actually a thing. But no, in all seriousness, oh, crocodile, is that? Oh, that's just Yip. All right, but yeah, Yip is someone who I can trust. I can actually trust Yip, because they're preparing for the worst as well. Once, you know, two people come in here, because that's what happens. One person will come in here, like that's what's happened in the past, and you know, again, maybe I'm just paranoid and think of the worst things possible. But you know, in the past, people have, you know, come in here, they leave. They go to the other server and they go, hey, there's two people on this server. They're, you know, not doing anything. Let's go and kill them. And so they'll go over to the server and kill them. And, you know, that's just what they do. That's their goal in life, basically. In life. That's their goal in life. But, you know, and I think that's a bad thing. You shouldn't go around targeting people on different servers and stuff like that, making sure that nobody can actually play the game for themselves. You should allow people to play the game. And at the moment, we're doing really well, but everyone's probably asleep. But as you can see, there's clearly someone out there, and I reckon they've probably lagged out and thought that we both left. I don't know. I don't know what happened there, because there is a glitch where you can literally just lag out, and you know, and you're not allowed to have babies in the game either. Like, and that's not a thing about the game itself. Like, that's not a game specific thing. That's just what happened. A couple of days ago, I was playing this game with Yip here, and you know, we had a baby. The baby was, you know, it was going to grow up. It was going to be a nice, happy, healthy baby. And then all of a sudden, somebody comes on here, and then as soon as you mention the word babies, they said, "Grr, babies," and then came over and started clawing at us both, and then killed the baby. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I can't think up of any more excuses for these people to have any reasons why, why you would attack someone at random just because they want to have a family and stuff like that. If you want to go around targeting people, go right ahead. But all you're doing is making it worse for yourself, because the game will literally be dead and you won't be able to play it anymore. And that's one less server, I guess. That's one less game that you have to kill, I guess. I don't know. So let's hop over the hill here. Let's just let's look around at our surroundings, shall we? Because I haven't looked at too much, have I? I've just looked at little bits and pieces of the world. But yeah, like I said before, there's going to be a video going up. Pardon me. Oh, I think I've gone in a full circle. But yeah, there's going to be a video going up about showing when I previously played the game, sort of like what Broken Jaw and stuff like that were saying, and they were like camping at the tunnels. That's another thing they do. They also chase you around as a meerkat, because there's a glitch in the game where you can be a meerkat, and if you click L to go to the attack thing and attack another meerkat, I don't know if that counts for every sort of animal, but I know for a fact it's a glitch with the meerkat. If you're a meerkat and then you attack another meerkat, the other person, quote unquote, dies on everyone else's screen, but for them, everyone else dies on their screen. So then you've got this thing where like you've sort of lagged out of the server, but you haven't died and you haven't gone to the main menu. So like it's a big mumbo jumbo. Like meerkats can't actually physically do damage to each other, apparently, but they can lag each other out because the health bar doesn't go down, and I don't know if they've patched it out. I highly doubt they have, considering the fact that they've stopped working for this game and stuff like that. But like, if that is a thing that is still available, that's more than likely what they're gonna try and do. But like, they don't even just try and do that. They go straight for the crocodile totem. Once they spawn in, they come straight for the crocodile totem, and they target. And that's just one of the things where it's like, why would you do that? Oh, I got attacked. I think Yip wants to have a baby, and that's probably what's gonna happen. Is there's gonna be somebody who's gonna come along, and they're gonna, you're gonna see. It's just not good. You're not allowed to have babies in this game. But maybe that's something that isn't actually allowed in the game. Maybe it's a big glitch in the game that you're not allowed to have. But But yeah, as you can see, when you nozzle, you can also give food to other people as well when you nozzle. And I think it gives water as well, but it's only for certain animals, I think. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, it's a weird thing. But yeah, if we just eat some food here, because we sort of need it right now. There's also a glitch. I haven't personally had it happen to me yet, I don't think, but there's a glitch where all the food on the map doesn't respawn for certain players. Other players will be able to see the food, but then like you specifically can't see it for some reason. You can't actually eat the food because it's technically not there, but other people can see it, so it technically is there. It's another one of those weird glitches that are actually, existent in the game. And I don't know, I feel like if there was any game like this that, because people keep saying like, oh, was this game made in Unity? Look at the graphics and stuff like that. Well, maybe it was. So what? It was made in Unity. That gives me an excuse to go and download Unity. I actually do have the installer because, I don't know, maybe one day I might want to. It gives people the, like, because if you know what game engine this is run on, like, and if Unity's the worst one, then doesn't that just give you all the more reason, another game developer, all the more reason to create another version of this game with a better, graphics design and, better game engine and stuff like that? Like, I don't know, maybe start off with building it in Unity, and then, I don't know, maybe there's a way that you can change game engines and make it look 10 times better and make it be available for people to actually be able to play it, Make it so that there's no broken jaws in this game, because that's just one of those things that need to just not exist right now. But yeah, it looks like nobody's coming in. Like, it'll seem that way, but after you've played for about an hour, you'll sort of see people slowly coming in and out of the thing. As you saw, that big number guy, he came in, and he turned into wildebeest and lagged. Who knows, really? Who really knows what happened with that person? But yeah, let's sit here and talk for a moment, shall we? Let's just sit here and admire the game in all its beauty. I mean, like, let's look at the nighttime. Look at this, like, skybox thing. I like this. Is that what you call it, a skybox? I don't even know. I don't create games. How would I know? But yeah, as you can see here, there's beautiful stars in the sky. There's clouds up here. Fun fact: did you know that when the sun comes up, the stars aren't actually gone? Yeah, anyway, so right, let's go and give ourselves some more food. And yeah, I don't know. I think everyone's given up. I reckon Broken Joe and stuff like that have just given up. I reckon there's no possibility. But because the thing is, this happened before. I was sitting there thinking to myself, oh, maybe they actually are gone. And then, like, as soon as I thought that, about like 10 minutes later, like, oh, somebody came on and they're like, oh, you can't have a baby, that's wrong, that's against the rules of lift, and you know, that's a glitch in the game that you're not allowed to do. I'm gonna kill you now, ha ha ha, we're playing the game, it's fun. But yeah, and then that was basically, as soon as somebody comes in and starts attacking you, don't bother going back in. Don't give them the pleasure. Don't give them the pleasure of being able to kill you over and over and over and over again. Just, you know, go to a different server, or just if they follow you to that server as well, just exit the game. You know, wait till they're gone. Wait till, you know, they have to go to Betty Buys, and then that's it. Then you can go back into the game and play it for as long as you want. Like we're doing here. We're playing for as long as we want, because at the moment they're in bed, from what I can tell. But yeah. See, because if there was random spawns, I reckon it would be the game would be just that little bit better, because everyone knows that you spawn somewhere roughly around about here, and that's just one of those things that is, I don't know. I feel like that's one of those things where it's like, I know where the spawn is. I'm gonna sit here as a crocodile and kill you. And the crocodile is literally right over there. Like, you don't have to go far before you find the crocodile totem and say, hey, I'm gonna spawn kill someone, because why not? Because I'm a mean person that wants to go around killing people. That is, you know, that is what I like to do. But I reckon the positive aspects about this game is the score. You can get your score really high if those people don't exist in your in your life. You know, there's, you know, you can have babies, which is, you know, who doesn't want to have a cute little baby? You don't actually get to see it grow up, I don't think. It just like sort of disappears and it pops up in the chat saying, you rose your cub to be a thing, or you rose your kit and now it is grown up off into the wild, off on its own adventures or something, you know. And you know, that's a good aspect of the game. I feel like there probably could have been more with it. Like, you could probably make a pack with it or something like that. Like, as they grow, you can sort of like have a, you know, because imagine having a big pack of meerkats, like half of them that aren't players, like that would just be funny. Or just having like a bunch of baby meerkats just running around everywhere, which is possible if everyone was a meerkat, or if you were a lion or a lioness, like this, like Yip here. You could literally just, you know, have a lounge around in the trees and stuff like that, and be able to actually have a bunch of little lion cubs following you around. And you know, that's one of the many good aspects of this game. Another good aspect of the game is the ability to be able to go to different servers, the actual ability that there are different servers. Unfortunately, people can follow you there. Like, if you could create imagine if you could create your own private server, and I know I keep mentioning this a lot, but like, imagine a private server. You could set the server as private. You could have it so that, you can really have a lot of control over a private server, or a controlled server. Maybe they only come out at night. Maybe they only come out at night. But I do remember that it was in a morning as well, because it's 12:52 p.m. here right now, in Aussie, and I don't know. I find it strange that nobody's here yet, but there definitely will be someone to come here eventually, because the thing is, maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe nobody's actually gonna come and physically attack us ever, and the stream's just gonna go on forever and ever and ever until like midnight, and it's like, oh hey, we're finally getting attacked. But no, basically, the point I'm trying to make here is that people are mean on the server no matter what you do. Like, you can either try and join them and stuff like that, but even then, like, you'd get denied. Oh, hi Cheesy K9, welcome to the stream. Let me catch you up. We've just about what have we done? So we're playing life, however you want to say it. It's got like let's talk about the game's name for a second here. 2 dots above an I. Does that make the I an E? Or does it make it just an I so that you can say life? I don't know, because it doesn't have an E on the end of it, which is strange. I haven't misspelled the name of the game, don't worry about that. I haven't misspelled it at all. That's actually how it's spelled. But yeah, this is a game that, as you can see in the description, it's no longer out in stores on Steam or on Android or on, just in browser in general. This was a game, it was basically an animal simulator, and everyone was excited for this game. There were some people that were like, oh, well, the graphics are really bad, even when they're on high and stuff like that, and oh, there's a bunch of glitches in the game where you can phase through the ground and stuff like that. But, apart from that, it's a really nice game. The only problem here is, and this is the point that I'm trying to make at the moment, is people spawn in. Oh, yay! Look at that! It's a little lion cub. Look at that. But yeah, there's a bunch of people who there's a certain group of people that come over here into whatever server, wherever there's the biggest amount of people in the server, and they go as a crocodile and kill everyone. And then that's the end of it, and then, that'll be the end of the stream when that happens, because I don't know. I feel like if you're going to play this game, like, you obviously can't get it now. It's too late to get this game now. If you have bought this game already, maybe you can make a stand up against the Broken Jaw gang and stuff like that. Maybe you won't be able to, but yeah, there'll be a video going out, just a reminder, there'll be a video going out later today, around about 1 or 1:30, that will be explaining just, how this game truly died, and, who actually killed the actual game. Spoiler alert, it's people who kill on sight, by the way. Just a little spoiler. It's if that's what the name is, so life. No, it's not double I, so it's one I, but it's got like 2 dots above it. It's a really strange spelling of it, but yeah. People like to call it lift. People like, I've seen comments of other people's videos where it's like, they're like, no, this is, you said it wrong. It's not life. It's lift. It's our one and only lift. But like, our one and only lift has really disappeared. It's just completely out of sales. Look, I've got 102 score. It's probably my highest score that I've got yet, and nobody's coming to kill me yet. So, I feel accomplished in life. So yeah, yep, we're still alive. We're still running around. Stream's gone on for almost an hour now, and that should be when they come along. Also, a really cool feature about this game is you can sniff and you can actually see people's names, and you can see, you can sort of see what they are. If they're orange, they're kind of dangerous to you. If they're red, run, because they are really dangerous. If they're green, they're edible, and if they are blue or pink, they are the same species of you. Like this, Liv. Yes, but it's 2 dots. Like as if there's 2 eyes there, but there's only 1 eye and there's 2 dots. It's a very strange spelling. But all we're talking about in the chat now is just Liffy. But no, yeah, that's just, it's pronounced like life. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, but basically the point I'm trying to make, it's not the point I'm trying to make. So yeah, the point I'm trying to make is, there was a group of people that came and killed the game, and they apparently only show up at night because time zones and stuff, and I've lost where the fruit is. Where's my fruit? Where's my fruit? Where's my... If I just look up here, maybe there's some fruit around here. Here we go. Here's where the actual main sort of place is. But yeah, if we go over here and just grab some fruit... I'm thinking about doing a video on a single player, possibly. Like, I don't know. No, I don't think anyone's ever done, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think anyone's ever done a video of this game, however you want to say it, of this game, which is strange, like on single player. Everyone's always gone into multiplayer, and that's sort of a strange thing, that, because when you think of a game, you think, oh yeah, so there's you know, a single player mode and there's a multiplayer mode. Of course you would go for the multiplayer mode, but people say that single player mode is boring. How I don't understand how a single player is boring. But the sad thing about single player is that you can't actually save your... Oh, come on, eat this fruit. The sad thing about single player is you can't physically save your progress with single player, because once you click escape, you're basically killing yourself, which means if you ever wanted to legitimately play single player, you would have to, I don't know, you would just basically have to not have a life, you know. You would have to not have a life in real life. You would just have to not get up from your chair because animals are aggro towards you pretty much at all the time. But yeah, if you have a look here, just to show you again just how exactly the phasing through the water works, or through the ground, sorry. I have, as you can see, fed and nozzled your cup. I've already done that. We've been there, done that. So yeah, the thing with this game is these people, you know, and it seems like it seems like they're not gonna come here at this point in time. But these people that just go around and just target you and make this game just not fun for anyone, you know, it was a little bit fun when that was happening. Like when it first happened, like. I kept on coming back and like jumping around. This was when the game was sort of a bit more popular. But yeah, like I kept on jumping around, and hence the name Boing. I kept on jumping around and just going crazy and mental and stuff like that, and making it so that way, you know, there's, you know, it's almost impossible for them to kill you. But eventually they catch up to you. Eventually they turn on their speed hacks and be like, right, I've had enough, let's get him. So, you know, and we did surprisingly have one person come into this stream, one person into this server, but they must have either lagged out, or, you know, that they weren't someone who was going to target anyone. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like that's probably just a good thing. That's a good thing to know, that, you know, nobody's actually going to physically attack anyone. And, you know, of course, the point I'm trying to make is that, you know, there actually is people here that are really toxic. And, you know, as you can see in the video that, like I said, more promotion for the video that's coming out, is if you actually look at the chat, there's, you know, they say a bunch of stuff. They say, like, oh, yeah, you know, let's target them and stuff like that. And you can only have one cub per like family for some reason at the moment, and that's I know 2 cubs per family, but you can only have 1 cub per family. That's another like strange thing. I I would want, like, if you played this game, you probably would want more to make a family, but if that was implemented into the game, it would make it pretty difficult to play, because it actually gets hungry and then you have to like feed it, which makes sense. But like, imagine having 3 bars down here, 3 other bars, which is for each cub, and then you have to make sure that not only yourself starves, but they don't starve as well. And because as you feed them, your food bar goes down pretty far. And yeah, that's sort of one of those things where it's like, you know, if it was implemented in the game, it'd be pretty difficult to play, I would imagine. But yeah, my computer's sort of kind of running under pressure at the moment, so like at this point I'm just hoping, I'm just wishing for these people to come here. Rip, what if it grows up? So when a cub or animal grows up, you don't actually get to see it grow up. It'll pop up in the top right hand corner of the screen here saying your cub or kit or whatever, you know, whatever baby you have has, you know, progressed or grown up or something like that, or you successfully raised your cub, or, you know, something like that. Show me your cub. Okay, let's go have a look at the cub. Hello, cub. Look at it. It's a little bit glitchy with like walking and stuff like that. But apart from that, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It looks pretty cute. It's a cute little cub. I'm basically the same size as the cub as a meerkat. I'm basically the same size. If I like crawl, you can see I'm basically pretty much the same size. Or if I sit down even. There we go, look at that. Look at me and my cub. Even isn't it weird that I'm a meerkat and that's a lion, and you know I'm the father of this lion cub. It's a strange thing. It's very strange, but yeah. I'm surprised that these people haven't come here yet. It's a good thing, because I want to be able to play this game for as long as possible. And you know, if this is a thing where nobody's actually going to come and kill us anymore, you know, then, you know, that's fine. That's good. That's a good thing about this game. The hackers and stuff like that are gone now, I reckon. But yeah, let me know in the chat, if this game was still available, would you play this game? Would you pay, what was it, $7-10, something like that? Would you pay some money to play this game? Like, if let's say you could turn back time to the good old days, and let's say for let's say, oh yeah, they have plans and they're not going to give up. They have plenty of money. They can keep the servers running. They can keep on doing all that stuff. Would you still play the game? Would that be a thing that you do? Let me know in the chat, and after this video goes up, let me know in the comments below, because that is probably something that you want to do. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's just, like I said, it's a good game, had a lot of potential, didn't quite make it, and that's just basically what happens. Of course, going in debt is a really bad thing, and that they prevented that by stopping selling games, because, you know, it's a bad thing. So it looks like nobody's ever going to come here. I have 112 score. I don't know what the score stands for in terms of like just living in general in life, live life thing, but you know, it's, you know, I could literally just sit here now. I can just sit here. Of course, my first hunger is going to go down, but even then, like, you don't die straight away. And yeah. So, I guess if this cub is able to grow up, at least then we won't have somebody who has killed it, which is a good thing. But yeah, I definitely feel like I should do more videos on this. Especially probably like I should do some at night when they're actually on. Just to show you, like, even if you're in a server by yourself, they'll come in and they'll start attacking you. They don't care. They don't care about a single thing in life. But yeah. Hopefully this like whole video sort of like leads up to something, because how does a meerkat so there's a glitch with the game at the moment, and I don't know why I keep saying at the moment. I still have hope for this game. I still have hope because they have kept the servers running for a couple of months, but that's what I've, by the way. So yeah, so the thing is, you can change to different animals, and if you change to a different animal, like if so say I was a meerkat, and she was a meerkat, we mated, and then she went and turned into a lion before she had the baby, and that's how things work somehow. Don't question life. If that happened in real life, you wouldn't be questioning it, so don't question. I suppose that it is a weird concept, isn't it? It is quite a weird concept, because if you think about it, wouldn't it look like a I don't know, a lion, but with like stripes, which would then make it a tiger, but it's not actually a tiger, it's a meerkat meerkat lion crossbred. Anyway, life is confusing. Let's not question life, because life has its own specialities, doesn't it? So alright, let's try and eat some food here. It's very weird, the food hitboxes, you have to have your like butt on the food to be able to eat it. You can't physically ooh, there we go. Sometimes the hitboxes are weird, but like, yeah. Especially with because there are different servers you can go to. This isn't the only server. So I think there's the Savannah, the Old Heath, and then I think is there maybe a Heath, and then there's I think there's like 4, maybe 5 worlds, maybe even 6, but yeah. So I don't want the stream to go on forever, but at the same time I kind of want to see what happens, because I know as soon as I end the stream they're gonna like come in and start killing me or something like that. Or maybe they're watching the stream and they're making sure that I don't prove a point. I don't know. I'm just being paranoid at this point. But yeah. Dude. Isn't a dude a camel? You can speak real with me. What do you mean? What is this madness? Right, so let's go and drink some water, because we're thirsty, and that's what we need. I've had the tour. See, the thing about it is, this channel isn't specifically for talking about the talk. Just saying. But no, yeah, it's something that isn't for this channel, okay? Hence the trying to avoid the whole thing. So, but yeah, watch this, ready? I can jump over this line right here, see? Or this lioness. Look, I jumped over the... Oh, now I'm just jumping over everything. It takes a really long time for the cub to grow up, I see now. But yeah, I've got 120 score. The game's going well. We're going strong. And I don't know. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel like the stream's just slowly just like dying, like Leaf itself. The stream is so slowly dying. But hey, it spreads, I guess. So yeah, I know when someone is trying to speak instance. Yeah. Makes sense. But yeah, let's have a look at the meerkat dens, shall we? Meerkat dens are nice. I think people, isn't it true that people actually, there's actually places. Whoa. Oh. View deleted message. 360 no scope. I'm not sure I understand that, but right. So yeah. Oh, there's the cub seems to be. Oh no, is that the cub? Is it grown? No, I don't think it's grown. I think I'm just seeing things now. Nah, Nightbot. Can you get rid of that? Nightbot's there to make sure that people who don't speak innocence. It's basically because sometimes people can't moderate a chat for themselves, like me, because I'm mostly going to be focusing like on the game and stuff. And so if there's people spamming, just try not to spam in caps lock and you'll be fine. Because Nightbot's very fussy about having caps lock and that sort of stuff. I know everybody hates Nightbot. Nightbot's like everyone's worst nightmare, but trust me, it's useful for us streamers. But yeah, so hopefully, shall we say this? If we are able to raise our cub without anyone coming in, we'll end the stream and we'll be like, right. So the point of today was that nobody, the game is dead because nobody joins the servers anymore, and that's the whole reason that I've been lying to you guys the whole time. The actual full reason is because nobody actually comes onto these servers, and when they do, they lag out, and that's the whole game's fault apparently. And yeah, that's just a thing that happened. Oh, when I jumped over the lion? Okay. It wasn't exactly a 360 no. Like, I can understand the meme, but anyway. So, yeah, we seem to be going well. I have 125 score. What would happen if I just kept on streaming? Eventually my computer would die, obviously, but like, because as you can see, the frame rate is getting really low. Like, I'm running on, as you can see here, if you hold in F, it's like getting really low, like extremely low. I can play this game when I'm not streaming, and it's perfectly fine. But streaming takes up like so much performance and like internet and stuff that it's like, it's crazy. Like, I'm only pretty much just able to barely stream this. Like, if the guys come protect the cubs, see, that's something that you would want to do, but you can't exactly protect the cub if your partner and you are dead, and then they go over and kill the cub. Because their main goal is to make sure that no one's allowed to have babies, no one's allowed to exist in the server. And then your life will be complete. Exactly. So, but yeah, no one's allowed to exist in the server. No one, like, it's apparently they own the game, and in their quote-unquote rightful so, they own the game, they moderate the whole game, they make sure that everyone's able to, only their friends are allowed to run around and do that sort of stuff. I just find it disappointing. It's disappointing to me that you would go to that trouble just to kill a game. Maybe somebody tipped them off. Maybe it's a possibility that maybe somebody actually, like, stood up for themselves in this. But I think it's probably just because they're asleep, and, you know, it's one of those things that, I'm very good at spelling, okay? But yeah, maybe it's one of those things that, like you're saying here, maybe somebody's actually, you know, stood up to them, made it so that, yeah, that everybody can play it again. The thing is, I feel like if somebody tipped them off, they would still be here. We've broken all the rules and nothing. Yeah, so their rules are, you're not allowed to have babies, you're not allowed to be there without them being there to kill you. You're not allowed to say a certain word that we've forgotten what the word was, because who can remember that far back? You know, there's a bunch of things that you're not allowed to do when they're around, or even when they're not around. It feels like they have like this seventh sense for, oh, someone's in this server and they have a cub. It's weird. Like, keep it alive while you're alive. It's impossible, trust me, and you'll see if this actually ever happens. You'll see it's impossible to stay alive, because they literally go as a crocodile or a lion, and they come up to you and they kill you. You can sort of like try and defend yourself. You can go and turn into a lion, or preferably a crocodile. Crocodile seems to be the strongest that everybody keeps going for. You can sort of try and protect yourself, but once you're dead, that's it. Like, you get kicked out of the server, and then you've got to go back in and start all over again, and go through this whole process. Because as you can see, it takes so long for like your cub to grow up. Imagine if somebody came in and just ruined your life, because that has happened, and that has happened to many people. Dr. Pepper is a thing that they've said, as you can see in the top right hand corner. Basically, there's this joke that we do now. When they're not around, we joke around about how, you know, they're not there, and then eventually they pop up. You're not allowed to say Dr. Pepper when they're here. You're not allowed to say, I think, what was I'm pretty sure it was like, you're not allowed to say boing or something like that, and they'd call you boring instead of boing. But anyway, because I have been called that. They literally nicknamed me boring, I mean, and yeah, I feel like that's offensive to me. I take a lot of offense to that, and yeah, it's not nice. You shouldn't call someone boring when they've done nothing to you. And yeah, change your animal. Should I change my animal? I suppose it would only be fair to change my animal to a lion. The problem is, the problem is, like, as you can see here, there's an invisible totem here. Oh, yay, I'm a lion again. So yeah, now it makes more sense. Our family actually makes sense in life. So let's have some food here, and let's go and eat some water, drink some water. As you can see, it looks like the lions are a lot more like slower. I can't confirm that, but I feel like the lions proof life is fun without KOSs. Exactly. This video has actually just been proof that life is fun without people who kill on sight. And then the next video that I do that have those KOSs in there, you'll be able to see. Ah, okay. I was confused what they said for a second. So when it says I have a foul tongue in the chat, it means like you've said a quote unquote bad word or something you're not allowed to say in the game. But apparently you're not allowed to say title for some weird reason. And yeah, it's a very strict little concept. But yeah, so new video title: Life is fun without KOSs. It actually is. Like, it's is legitimately fun. But yeah, once our cub grows up, if nobody's come and killed us already, I'll end the stream there. And yeah, I feel like that's just what's gonna have to happen in today's stream, because we've gone on for literally almost an hour and 30 minutes. And I feel like if I go on for too much longer, not only will the stream get really boring, but it will also be like the stream will be unwatchable at this point. Come get in my screenshot. Okay, let's take a selfie. Let's take a selfie with the little cub over here. Let's just sit there like that, maybe, before the cub grows up. There we go. Look at that, lovely. You can't actually turn the HUD off on this game either, which makes sense, I guess. Why would you want to turn the HUD off? Thank you. You're welcome. Cub's not looking at the camera very well, is it? It's just like photobombing the camera. But yeah, once our cub grows up, this stream will be a successful stream, because clearly what I meant to put in the title, and I mistaked the title completely. Clearly what I meant to put in the title was Life is Fun Without KOSs. That's going to be the new video title. Don't let me forget. Because otherwise people will go on here onto this video afterwards and be like, oh, this is clickbait. Wait, I keep trying to eat fruit because I forget that I'm a lion and I need to actually eat meat. There we go. But yeah, like I said, once the cub grows up, that means we've succeeded in life, we've completed the game clearly, and that'll be it. That'll be our life complete, and that'll be the stream complete. And then watch the video that comes out at 1:30 a.m. or yeah, a.m. p.m. 1:30 p.m. and you will see sort of, actually the video is about to come out in about 5 minutes. So yeah, after the stream ends, because you don't want to miss a single thing on here, do you? Like in the stream, clearly, because there's loads happening. Well, we want to see the cub grow up, don't we? We want to see what it's like to actually. Oh, there we go. Your cub has been successfully reared. So that's the end of this stream here. We successfully yay! We successfully beat the game. We successfully beat Broken Jaw and everyone to this game. So yeah, thanks for watching this stream. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like, and also if you're new to the channel, subscribe, click the notification bell, and yeah, I'll see you in the video that comes out in literally 5 minutes. Bye! Oh. Wish they didn't vanish when they grew up. Indeed.